I'm actually so fat. Holy shit. Look at this. Facial aesthetics is gone, bro. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. As you can see, well, got a new headband and that. But I am absolutely dead. Like 5 days ago, I went to one of my friends' birthday parties, and it was fine. Yeah, it was fun. You know, there weren't any women, at least like women that weren't related to the guy hosting the party. It was just all men. So it was a very halal party. I respect that. Sonny, if you're watching this, I respect that. I was gonna say something mad, but I ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, day after I felt fine. No, it was a fun night. I woke up, I was like, yeah, cool, feeling great. Now I got exams, like 2 days, I got mocks and shit. And then I woke up on the day during like my first ever like mock examination, so high school doing mocks, right? And I was just dead. I was just dead, and I was thinking like, okay, I should probably record videos, because I had videos recorded, I was just like editing them shit, and I just couldn't do anything right. So scrapped all of them off. Literally, I've got 3 videos on my camera roll now, man. I just scrapped all of them off and that. If you're seeing this, it means I am now officially well enough to like do some productive work, and yeah. That's just a little quick update, little quickie, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, again, going on to title this video. Don't focus on women. I recently converted into Islam, the Islamic religion, and it's been good for me, you know. But this video is not about that. And one of the key principles in it is no, like, obviously sex before marriage, no even like contact or even communication with women before marriage, because they believe in like prevention. You know, because if you do end up speaking to a beautiful woman, you know, go in contact, that obviously gives you temptation, and the devil might slip in, you might do the naughty before you marry them, right? And sex before marriage in itself destroys society. I think a lot of people don't realise that, but I'm making another video about that, right? But that obviously is bad. But it also like destroys your soul, and it fools you as a man that you've accomplished something when you really haven't, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Because like, if you focus on women, right, your key end goal realistically is to sleep with them. Let's not take the piss here, right? One night stand thing, you know, sleep with 40, 50 girls in a month, that is your goal if you focus on women, right? Find the most beautiful girls, sleep with them, whatever, shit off to the boys, yeah, we'll kiss and tell, all that bullshit, right? What you end up doing, not only are you destroying your soul, right, because you're sharing your soul with so many different people, you're also fooling your brain that you've completed life. Because what is ultimately the purpose of life? Well, if we ignore religion, because a lot of people don't believe in religion, if we look at something scientific, the only scientific way to explain the purpose of life is the evolutionary approach, which is we are here for the purpose of surviving and reproducing. And so once you fulfill that purpose, once you've had that sex, you as a man now have no longer that hunger to survive. And what does surviving entail? It entails you evolving. It entails you improving yourself, to making yourself the best version of yourself, right? Especially in this day and age, because back in the day you had to do it, right? You literally had to improve yourself, otherwise you'd die. It's a survival of the fittest, natural selection, all of that stuff, right? But nowadays, there is no pressure on you surviving. You know, unless you're in a fucking war zone or you're like a professional athlete. And that obviously backs up my point, because every like lieutenant, soldier on the field, they do semen retention. Every professional athlete, any athlete that requires some level of physical exertion, they do semen retention. It's because they understand that if they do bust or not, you lose that drive as a hunger, as a man, as a male, you get lower testosterone, you just fuck it all up in the bed, right? So women should never be your focus as a young man, especially as a young man, right? And then the reason for that is because as a young man, you have no value. I think a lot of people understand that Actually, a lot of people don't understand that. People in this space understand that already, but if you don't understand that, I'll explain it to you right now. So it's really right. It's because men are born with no inherent value. Right, Andrew Tate already said this. I'm pretty sure, but men are born with no inherent value because a man's qualities and traits, and this is scientifically proven. Right, this is literally like people have done self-report techniques, studies, research studies on why or what traits make men most valuable, and these traits are wealth, status, power, their charisma, their physique, their frame, the way they talk, their articulacy, all of that. Those traits make men powerful, right? The masculinity, the ambition, all of that. And guess what? And guess how you get those traits? They come with time. You're not born with any of those traits. No one is born with those traits. It takes time for you to get those traits as a man. On the other hand, right, a woman's value, again, this is research, it's not an opinion, it's not anecdotal. And even with anecdotal experience, I think everyone realizes a woman's value majoritarily comes from their looks and appearance. And guess what? They are born with that. Even if they're not born with it, makeup. And that completely shifts the entire SMV. Makeup, right? And I'm not saying the entire value of woman is the looks, but a lot of us think like that. And I recently had this exchange of mentality in a different video. Where it's like, women's value, yes, a lot of it comes from their looks, but once you get past that, like, you start focusing on their chastity, whether they're a virgin or not, their loyalty, their femininity, whether they're on a positive growth path. They're kind of like us. It's like a lot of the traits that make a woman high value, apart from their looks, also come from, them experience stuff and getting those traits over time, right? And I've had an epiphany. Had an epiphany recently. It's like a woman's like journey truly starts, in my opinion, when they conceive a child. Is when they become pregnant. Because when you think about like how hard those 9 months will be for women, that's like a true test. And then obviously those, seconds or minutes of pushing the literal this out of their, you get me, their pom pom is a mad thing. And the pain is like that's when a woman's journey truly starts. And having to take care of that child and nurture it, like, again, complete different topic, right? So boom, what was I going on before? And so if a woman's value is her beauty and her appearance and all of that, their value, them as an individual is going to peak roughly at around 1825-ish. And guess what? Us as men, at 18 to 25, that's probably where our value's like down here, right? Unless you've been doing the right thing. Even then, it's like, compared to where you will be in 10 years, your value at 1825 is here, whereas the average female's value is like here, right? And which is why you shouldn't be focusing on women at a young age. Because you're not going to be able to get any good quality women, because the ones that are here, 18/25, they're looking for the men that are 30 plus, 35 plus, that are the millionaire and that have all those traits I mentioned before that make a man high value. And so what you should do as a man, as I explained before, grind during your 18-25 years, get to the point where you are 35 plus, where you are high value of all those traits, and you have a new batch of women at 18-25 now looking for you. You become the man that those high value women are looking for now. However, what I'm not saying is ignore women, be completely incel. If you are Muslim, that is what you should do. But also the Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, obviously recommends you get married early, but a lot of you aren't going to be Muslim. So I'm just saying this from a point of view of just, average person. That is what you should do. 18 to 25, grind. Then once you have a solid foundation, 25 to 35, keep improving. But this time you actually have points on the board, you actually have value, innate value as a man. Now you can start looking for women to, accompany you on this journey that are, 18-25, because their value is going to decrease as well. A man's value can only go up if you do the right thing. However, you do the bad things, obviously plummet tremendously. A woman's value is weird. The average woman's value will peak at 18-25, then it'll dip off when they're like 30, 40, when they lose their appearances. However, what I have found is the ugly woman that 18 to 25 actually attempt to make their looks better. So what they actually do is what the beautiful women aren't. 18-25, that explains it. So the ugly ones are actually on this like, constant improving thing. However, they're still like a 5 or 6, right? 18-25. Whereas the beautiful women who like 8 and 9 is like up here. So this is the 5 and 6, 8 and 9, right? So they're slowly improving. And eventually you reach a point at around, I say, 30 years of age where you start seeing a dip, when you see a change in the roles of like the women who were ugly but actually went on that self-improvement journey and trying to improve themselves, make themselves more feminine, actually become higher value than them. That's just a little interesting thing. Same thing with men, right? The high school jockey versus the fucking fat Chinese kid who's not admitting that. Oh, my voice is fucked. Yeah, that's just a little thing in that. Sorry that was a bit confusing, but you get basically the fucking point. Alright, I say it, bro.